Now we will solving the examples on product theorem and addition theorem. First example, there are 10 students of which 3 are graduates. If a committee of 5 is to be formed, what is the probability that there are only 2 graduates and second one at least 2 graduates? Solution. Here the total number of students are 10. So in 10 students there are only 2 graduate students here. So 10 minus 3, 7. So 7 denotes total number of non-graduate students. So non-graduate students are 7 and graduate students are 3. 7 plus 3, so totally 10 students. So out of 10 students we will choosing only 5 students and made a committee, and it is denoted as 10C5. So out of 10 we will selecting 5 students and made the committee. Now we will solving the first example, only 2 graduates. So in a committee of 5 students, so out of 5 only 2 students are graduate. See here, only 2 graduates, so it denotes that 3 are non-graduates. So the number of ways of selecting 2 out of 3, or second possibility is 3 out of 7. So here 2 students are graduate out of 3 students, and second possibility is out of 7 students only 3 students are graduate. So it is denoted as 3C2. So out of 3 students 2 are graduate. Second one is out of 7 students only 3 students are graduate. So these are the ways of selecting the graduate students. Divide by total number of students. So out of 10 students, so we have selected 5 students and made the committee. So it is 10C5. So after calculating these things by the help of calculator, so we will obtain the result as 5 divided by 10. So the possibility of selecting graduate students are 5 divided by 10. Then second one is at least 2 graduates will gives rise to 2 cases. So first one is 2 graduate students out of 3 non-graduate students, and second possibility is there are only 3 graduate students plus 2 non-graduate students here. So in out of 5 student committee, so in selecting 2 graduate students or 3 graduate students out of 3 non-graduate or 2 non-graduate students respectively. So the possible outcome become 3C2. So out of 3 students only 2 students are graduate, and second possibility is out of 7 students 3 students are graduate here. So whole divided by again 10C5, so which is also use the 5 divided by 10. So the probability of having 3 graduate students and 2 non-graduates is 3C3 and 7C2 whole divided by 10C5, so which gives 1 divided by 10. Therefore the required probability by addition theorem. So we'll adding about 2 result here, 1 by 12 and 5 divided by 12, so which use the 1 divided by 2. Second example, the chance that 4 students A, B, C and D, so they will solve a problem are 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 4, 1 by 4 respectively. if all of them are tried to solve the problem, then what is the probability that the problem is solved? Solution: by observing the above problem, so we will identify that out of 4 students, any one of them they will solve the problem here. Hence, we shall consider the probability in the following formula. So, in the reverse order, we will solving the example. So, such as here we will taking A cannot solve the problem. So, which is equal to 1 minus 1 by 2. So, here we will apply the property as P plus Q equal to 1, or P is equal to 1 minus Q, or Q equal to 1 minus P. So 1 minus 1 by 2. So A will have possibility of solving the example is 1 by 2. So therefore write here 1 minus 1 by 2 gives 1 by 2. Similarly B, not solving the problem. So not solving the problem is 1 minus 1 by 3, 2 by 3. So similarly C and D gives 3 by 4 and 3 by 4. Hence the probability of that a problem is not solved at all is, so multiply all the results, so which use 1 by 2, 2 by 3, 3 by 4 is 3 divided by 16. So which use the Q value. So with the help of Q value, now we will calculating P, that is success, and here Q be the failure result. So P plus Q equal to 1, or P equal to 1 minus Q. So 1 minus Q value is 3 divided by 16. So which use the P value as 13 divided by 16. Third example. A jar A contains 2 white and 4 black balls. Jar B contains 5 white and 7 black balls. A ball is transformed from jar A to jar B, and then ball is drawn from jar B. Find the probability that it is a white ball. Solution: here the total number of balls present in jar A. So in jar A there are 2 white balls plus 4 black balls. So 2 white, 4 black, so totally 6 balls. Similarly in second jar, total number of balls. So jar B is containing 5 white ball and 7 black ball. So 5 white, 7 black, total number of balls are 10. Now a ball is transformed from jar A to jar B. So since ball is transformed jar A to jar B, then there are 2 cases here. So here they will not mention that either they will transform white ball or black ball from jar A to jar B. So therefore we will solving the example in 2 cases. So in first case we will transforming white ball from jar A to jar B, and in second case we will transforming a black ball from again jar A to jar B. So now we will see to case number 1. Case number 1, suppose transformed ball is white here. So the probability of transform of white ball is 2 divided by 6 here, because we will know that jar A containing 2 white ball and jar B is 4 black ball. So the possibility or number of ways of transforming white ball from jar A to jar B is, so 2 divided by 6. So 2 divided by total number of balls are 6. So 2 by 6 gives 1 by 3. Now after transforming white ball from jar A to jar B, so already jar B containing 5 white ball. So if you add one more ball from A to B, so now the total white ball in jar B is 5 plus 1, 6 here. So 6 white ball plus 7 black ball. So totally it gives 13 ball. So see here, a jar B will have 6 white plus 7 black here. After transforming one white ball from jar A to jar B. Now the probability of getting a white ball from B after the transform is, so after transforming white ball from jar A to jar B, so now we will selecting the white ball here. So possibility is 6 divided by 13. Therefore the probability of transforming white ball and getting the white ball here. So after transforming, total number of balls are 6. So total number of white and black ball are 13. So 6 by 13, that is 6 by 13. So probability of transforming, or chances of transforming white ball from A to B is, so we'll multiply the result 1 by 3 and 6 divided by 13. So which use the 2 divided by 13. Now case number 2, we will transforming black ball from jar A to jar B. So the probability of transforming of black ball from jar A to jar B. So see here, so total number of black balls in jar A is 4. So totally white and black are 6 here. So number of ways of transforming black ball from jar A to jar B is 4 divided by 6 here. So 4 by 6, that become 2 by 3. So after transforming black ball from jar A to jar B, so already jar B containing 7 black ball. If you add one more black ball, so totally black balls in jar B is 8 black plus again 5 white. So once again we get it 13 balls here. So 5 white, 8 black, which is equal to 13. Next one, the probability of getting the white ball from jar B after transforming is 5 divided by 13. Therefore the probability of transforming a black ball and getting the white ball here. So in case number 2, we will transform the black ball, but according to problem we choosing only white ball here. So therefore after multiplying the result 2 by 3 and 5 by 13, so which use the 10 divided by 39. So now we will applying the addition theorem for equation number 1 and 2. So add the result of 1 and 2. So 2 by 13, 10 by 39, which use 16 divided by 39. So 16 divided by 39, it denotes this much time of ways of selecting white ball after transforming A to B. So these are the few examples on addition theorem and product theorem.